So
Gunna
Gunna
Victor
has a song
Thompson.
this year, and
Okay.
that first sparked some controversy that why should a secular artist
Be with
Be
you.
with it.
a
Gunna.
gospel artist, right?
Yeah.
And after that show, someone in the office also said something which I found interesting, that music is a form of worship and
Yeah.
it's a spiritual thing, which I
Yes.
will agree that music is very spiritual.
Yes.
And that not everybody who makes music is speaking to the same spirit. And that that was it got very deep. And like, so because of that, Christians, people, well, gospel music fans tend to like have that delineation between Christian music
Christian music.
and secular music. So I throw that now to you, like, should there be a delineation between gospel artists and Christian and secular artists, or can they collaborate, or can they even transition? Because a lot of secular artists also start from
church.
the church.
Very much. Start from church.
So what do you think? Can they collaborate together?
I feel they can. They can actually
Even with the whole, there are spirits that people are praising in their songs.
No, like it depends on what the secular artist is singing and what the gospel artist is singing. If it's something they can collaborate
So you
on.
think it's about about the lyrics?
The lyrics, yes. If it's something they can collaborate on, it's all good and fine. It's not like you're having to like step out of your own let's say your own zone just to like
They are.
there.
Yes. The gospel artist, or is stepping out of the worship type of song to God to join in with a secular musician who, as he said, might not even be praying to the same God. Like, we hear a lot about Illuminati, we hear a lot about so many different types of gods that these artists worship to be where they are.
Do you believe
I mean,
that?
it's, you
Yes, I do.
listen to the lyrics, you will see the lyrics.
It's not about lyrics. It's not about lyrics.
Do we
Have
want
you watched?
Do we want to have that deep conversation here?
Yes, yes. Have you watched the documentary about Beyonce? Obviously, I'm not saying I believe that. I'm just saying. Have you watched the documentary about Beyonce when about how she's like in the Illuminati? It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
So they said that sometimes her lyrics can be backwards. Have you ever if you play it in slow motion, you hear certain things, or if you maybe she's flipping some words, or if she says like a particular verse and you flip it, there's so many controversies around that. So I personally feel as if you can't just merge with any artist. So what if somebody worships the devil? Would you just say because it's popular, I'm going to
No,
make
it's
a
not like
song
you. That's
with
what I'm saying. That you don't have to just work with any artist. You have to know what or who you're working with.
So let's
Yeah,
talk
that's
about
why
Gunna then. Gunna went to jail and okay, let's talk about it, right? Gunna and Victor Thompson. What do you know about Gunna then?
I don't really know much about Ghana.
Okay, so Gunna is an artist, and most of his songs is about violence. Let's just be upfront. So most of his songs are about violence, and he collaborated with who? Victor Thompson. Am I correct? Victor Thompson. It is a gospel song, sure, but Gunna is not necessarily. I'm not sure if he's a Christian. I don't know. I'm not sure, but you can't just say that it's the same God that I'm talking about, or it's the same thing I'm talking about. I could be saying, "Oh, I love you," and Victor can be like, "Oh yeah, I love you, God," and Gunna
But
can
Victor
be like,
is clearly talking to
"God."
Christian
I
God.
understand that, but at the same time, they are collaborated in a song.
So where then do you now draw the line between? Because if we're going to talk
even
about
Simi,
Illuminati,
some of our songs you cannot say Simi sings secular music. As a gospel had is also gospel. I can actually collaborate with someone like Simi.
yeah, that's what.
Because a song is
Because by this thing that you said
not
with
like-
the Illuminati, every mainstream artist then you can't do anything with.
them. Yeah, there's some people that you know you can.
Because
work
if
with,
we're
and
go,
there's
that's
some
why I
you can't
said, do we
work
want to go that far and say, because technically with the Illuminati, it's like every major artist.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We don't have any proof of this. But if we're to speculate, because we're speculating, if we're saying that, for me, the spirits thing was interesting, but where I still don't know how I feel about it, because I don't think if you're a gospel artist and you're praying, even what you said about Gunna going to jail, I don't think that condemns him for life. He has no redeeming
No,
attributes.
I'm not saying that, but most of his songs are about violence. Some are about fun, some are about different things, but why would you want to collaborate with somebody who
That's
speaks
what
on that
they'll
to
do,
begin
like
with? And it's not
Christians.
as if after that song he stops and now reverts to good songs or like songs about
What if someone
gospel.
like
He
Kanye?
reverts back to yes,
That's
What if
where,
exactly.
as a
someone no, but what
Christian,
if
the
someone like
spirit of
Kanye?
discerning comments
Exactly.
in.
I don't agree anybody should collaborate with Kanye
No,
West.
but
That is a gospel artist.
Kanye actually went and started making
And
more
where is he?
Christian.
Where is he back? Where is he now again?
I don't
He's
think.
back to where he was in square one. He's still making.
Do,
He's still very controversial as we speak.
oh, you also said artists should be controversial now. If it's something they feel strongly about it, they should speak up against it. Was that not the essence of what you were saying last week? With
Yes,
Thames, you said
yes,
that if you
yes, but no,
feel
no, no.
strongly
Kanye,
about,
Kanye moved into a whole gospel.
yes,
He
now,
created
Yeah.
a whole album.
yeah,
He entered the gospel.
mm-hmm.
He even mentioned people who were part of the Illuminati. He entered there, but he's back again. He made the song, um,
Carnival and all of
Carnival,
them.
exactly right. Thank you. It slipped my mind. Right after that. So what would you say about Kanye? Didn't he
I,
go from gospel back to where he started from?
Kanye is a person, and like most
Exactly.
artists,
My
don't want to be.
point.
Wait,
My
wait, wait.
point being is that a gospel artist should not collaborate with Kanye because he
Yeah.
still went back to his
To
roots.
yeah.
So I feel like
Exactly
it's
my
harsh.
point.
I
The
feel
whole
like
thing
it's
is,
harsh
I'm not
because
being harsh.
I feel like it's
I'm not being
harsh because
judgmental.
no. I feel like it's harsh because I don't think life is like bang like
It's straightforward line. I get that.
because he just is expressing himself, and I do agree that music is very spiritual. Like a lot of artists will say that they don't know where the words come from or they don't know where the sound comes from. It just comes like an artist like Michael Jackson, for example, would not make what you deem gospel music, correct? But Michael Jackson says all his songs come from God. So just because a song does not overtly say thank you Jesus, does that also mean that that song is not coming from like the source is
is the
corrupted?
source is
That's what
corrupted,
I'm
yeah.
asking in this sense. That just because now I'm not saying we are going to shoot
'Cause-
people. That one is different, like a song about clear violence. But if a song is wholesome, is it? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like an Adele, for example, if an Adele does a song with a gospel artist, is that wrong simply because she's a bit more
No, because
secular?
of the type of lyrics she sings, because of the type of music she sings. We're talking about Gunna. We're talking about Gunna.
I know
Let's just
we
get
are.
that
I
straightforward.
know
First.
we
Yeah,
are.
but
We're
you
talking about Nicki Minaj, who talks about ass majority of the time. Adele sings about love.
No, I'm asking a follow up. I'm not saying
she's
we're comparing it to
yeah.
Ghana.
It's just
Okay.
We
asking
have
like, is it
separated Ghana.
okay?
It's
I'm just
okay
saying.
if it's
Secular and
specific type of artists.
that's
you
why
know.
as an artist, yeah, or as a gospel singer, you have to pray for the spirit of discernment to know who you're working with. That's just it.
But
But as fans, then do fans now not listen to these artists?
They do.
sure, sure, fans could, but majority of the time, gospel really people who are very religious most of the
Yeah,
time
would
would
not
not
listen. Yeah.
listen to it because they have the same
You have this
mindset.
strong belief that you do not listen to worldly music, you listen. I know someone like you can't play
Okay,
worldly music in the
okay,
house.
imagine in church playing the song with Victor Thomas and Gunna, and then a kid listens to it. Oh, who is this person he collaborated with? And he goes and checks the songs. You are literally you're literally telling religious people, I guess, that you can go and check him out. And then when you check him out, what do you see on his page? Like, no, like, what do you see? No, what do you see then?
I think this is one of those gray area. This is a gray area conversation.
Yeah.
This is a very gray area conversation, and I'm not sure because it's religion. People get very touchy with it. I do not see, to me, I do not see a problem with Victor Thompson and Gunna doing the song because even religion will tell you like, nobody is condemned, nobody is, and you're not looking at the flip side too of if he does the song with Gunna, more people also know Victor Thompson, because I did not even know who that guy was till I heard that song from Gunna. So I think it's a gray area conversation. I understand not wanting to listen to Gunna as a gospel person. I get that
It's just who
100%.
you pick.
But I also think that you can't flag Victor Thompson entirely, because if more people learn of the word through that, I don't think that's a bad thing. Because if, and I said that when we did the dry run, if he came on that song and was talking about bad bitches and straps and gats, there is like, okay, this is not the occasion for that. But he is in line with what they're saying. I do also get the part about like you're introducing him into an audience of potential listeners, but it does work on the opposite side, and that's why I feel it's a bit of a gray area, to be very honest. It's definitely not a conversation we have once. I think it's an ongoing thing. The follow-up to that was like the song we played at the start of the show, Ramadan, Bad Boy OML, Toyban, and Yinka Ayefele, right? And then this similar but slightly different, they were like, why is a Christian artist singing on a quote unquote Muslim record, even though that's not a Muslim. Like in Islam, music is haram. Playing instruments is a sin. What do you guys think of the Yinka Ayefele part, the Ramadan and the conversation around that?
I don't see anything wrong with it because we're all serving the same God, so I don't see the big deal.
Caris?
I think I thought the same thing because like earlier on we spoke about it. I was like, I think the same thing, but if we want to go a bit deeper, it's odd because Christianity and Muslims, they're like one of the most popular religions in Nigeria. And we're always kind of ahead sometimes, you
But
know.
do you know that Muslims, they love listening to our songs?
Really?
Yes. It's we Christians that always say, oh, don't sing Muslim. Go to the Muslims, they
what
sing
Muslim
worship.
songs are there?
They have their songs, but not like it's not as popular as Christian
Yeah.
music.
So
like
but they enjoy
said,
Christian music.
I've
they
not
don't
heard.
castigate Christian like
Okay.
no. It's we the Christian that are always like, don't bring Muslim.
again, music is haram in Islam, so you don't typically have like instrumental, because playing instruments is considered a sin in Islam.
Oh.
So you are also meant to use your voice.
But they can listen to our songs.
Again, religion is a very gray area, which is part of my problem with religion.
Okay.
So people interpret religion however they want to interpret it. But again, back to this, like I saw the comment there, and I don't know if Moji can give context to it. From the little context I know is that, and I'll give like this shout out. I'm actually a Hausa person, so
Wow.
my Hausa side.
I'm not Hausa, but I look like Hausa. You're Igbo.
I thought you were. You what? I thought you were Hausa. I thought you.
I think, in fact, this is actually a very
What
good.
are you then? I'm Yoruba.
Do you know what's funny? This is a very good avenue for us to introduce ourselves to the audience, because we do not actually. Afropop's Most Essential Podcast is produced by Visionary Studios in association with Arrow House Studios. Arrow House Studios is a state-of-the-art multimedia studio in Lagos, offering a wide variety of services including video production and editing, audio dubbing and engineering, photography, and so much more. Visit www.arrowhousestudios.com for your quotes. Afropop's Most Essential Podcast is proudly sponsored by Afolus Technology Solutions. Afolus Technology provides a wide variety of power and security solutions for commercial and residential purposes, including Afropop's Most Essential Podcast is produced by Visionary Studios in association with Arrow House Studios. Arrow House Studios is a state-of-the-art multimedia studio in Lagos, offering a wide variety of services including video production and editing, audio dubbing and engineering, photography, and so much more. Visit www.arrowhousestudios.com for your quote.